Hey guys, Pilgrim here. Today I'm going to give you guys a Fury Warrior guide. It's December 14th, 2017. The current patch, I don't know the patch numbers because it's just too many of them, alright? We're going to go, this is for BG Spec, real quick. BG Spec. Bam, you got it? Alright? Alright, here we go. War Machine, because you get a lot of kills this Fury. You have free AoE. Only thing that costs you damage is your Pierce and Howl. Only thing that costs you rage is Pierce and Howl, Rampage, and your Sexecute. Damn it. It's awesome. Animal's Rage can be used. Fresh Meat is terrible. I would use War Machine all day long for BGs. The next tier does not matter because it's BGs. Basically, anything in a BG you can have fun with. That's what it's all about. Alright? So, Avatar is what I'll use here. 20% damage increase for 20 seconds. And it removes you out of snares and roots. God damn it. I would use that. Wrecking Ball, not that good. Outburst. It's just... there'd be an outrage if you used it. Furious Charge. If you don't like using your charge as a defense, I probably wouldn't use this, but this makes your next Bloodthirst heal for a ton more. Alright, so it works out really, really well. If you just don't want to use it like that, go to Warpaint. Warpaint is actually usable, and it does well. If you want to have your Heroic Leap, reduce the cooldown of it by 15 seconds, and also increases your run speed by 70% for 3 seconds, be making you a Usain Bolt up in this bitch, then use Bound and Stride. It is actually pretty dang good. Fallen Berserker is what I will use here. As I mentioned, nothing costs rage really as Fury, only 3 abilities. So getting 100 rage and giving you 15% damage increase for 6 seconds is absolutely easy to get and worth it. Even though Carnage is pretty good, makes your Rampage 70 instead of the 85 rage that it normally costs, but I would use this because it stacks up well with Avatar, and it stacks up well with Reckless Abandon. So super duper good. I would use it. Inner Rage makes your Rage and Blow hit hard, as it should. Puts it on a cooldown, but goddammit, it is worth it. Use that. Don't use any other things. You could, if you won't. Reckless Abandon increases your Battle Cry by 2 seconds, so making it a 7-second burst window, which is really, really freaking good, and it gives you that 100 rage that you need for that Fallen Berserker, which sets up well with Avatar, which makes everything, like, biting into your favorite food so good, alright? So that's really good. Bladestorm, even though we're a dual-wield and Psychopath, it is trash. I hate saying that to you. In Dragon's Roar, if you guys never tried this before, try Dragon's Roar. It is so bad nowadays that if you press this, if you press the Dragon's Roar button, it will absolutely do a kitty's meow. And I'm going to demonstrate that. You think I'm kidding? It used to do a cool noise. Now you press it, check it out. Meow. So you see that? Absolutely terrifying. I know. It is so freaking bad. Jesus Christ. Gladiator's Medallion. I don't know why it's so funny. I would probably use that because I like to trinket what I want. Again, you use whatever you like. Reinforced Armor, because more health the Fury Warrior has, the better you heal. Sparring can be used. Death Sentence, 100% here because it's a BG. It doesn't matter. Disarmament, I would never use in a BG, but for 3s and 2s, really good. So I would use Death Sentence. Spell Reflection, of course, if you want to spell reflect the Windwalker Monk's Karma, which you can. Reflect the Paladin's Hodge, or Hunter's Trap, or Mage Poly or something, that's really good. If you want to use the Master Commander, which makes your Rallying Cry or your Command and Shout 1 minute instead of the 3-minute cooldown that it normally is, that's actually really good too. Helps you live. Makes you kind of a team player, even though Fury is a selfish player, 100%. If you play Fury, you cannot help your team that much, like Arms Warrior can. You know what I mean? We're the all-star. We want the ball all the time. I forget that I have this half the time, so I always use that. But, if you're smart, you can do some work with that. Barbarian, if you want to increase the Heroic Leaps by 2. So you have 3 Heroic Leaps. And if you want to team that with Bound and Stride, you could become a Vengeance Demon Hunter. That's right. You can become one of those bastards for a short period of time. But, yeah. Battle Trance, if you're having trouble healing and living, then this is really good. Rage and Blow the same target twice. Gives you 4% of your health. But in PvP, it is 3%, sadly, every 3 seconds. It's not that bad. It sounds worse than it really is. It's actually not that bad. So it works. You can Rage and Blow pets too. Keep that in mind. If you're one of those warriors I see kiting from a hunter and a pet is on your ass and you're not turning around hitting Bloodthirst on them or anything like that, then you're a bad warrior. That is you. You are that bad warrior. You should be healing off that pet all day long. So Battle Trance can be helpful. You need to Rage and Blow the same target twice though to get it to activate. Thirst of Battle, if you want to kite other warriors, if you want to kite a rogue or something like that, this can really help because we have the AoE slow, 15 yards, and this also gets you out of snares and increases your movement speed. So it's really, really good. Slaughterhouse, if you want to live more in BGs, this is pretty good because you'll always find someone that has low health on their team, and this makes it so you can pretty much spam your Bloodthirst. So more health that the target is missing. So they're missing every 20% health the target's missing. Makes the Bloodthirst basically spammable. You become a spamming freaking healer. Endless Rage, you want to do more damage but take more damage. Even though this was nerfed, it is still worth picking. Especially if you don't think this is good, then use Endless Rage. Death Wish, unless you're freaking Bajir with 2 healers or something, don't use that. It is really hard to survive because we're a little squishy at the moment. So for 3s, I would use Endless Rage. I would also use Stormbolt, Shockwave, depending on what you're fighting against. Maybe you might even use Double Time, depending on the comp, alright? Avatar, 100% the best here. Again, it comes down to your playstyle. It might be Warpaint for you. Others, it might take Furious Charge, and you might be a wild card that picks this. Bound and Shy, but that's probably why you're in the 1500s. Warpaint's really good. I use Furious Charge. It just fits with my playstyle, unless my healer tells me to use Warpaint because he's tired of me taking too much damn damage when I enrage. Alright, that works out. Fraud the Berserker, 100% here. I never switch off of it. Some people do use Carnage. I always use Fraud the Berserker because I chose to be the douchebag that likes to see big numbers. Inner Rage, 100% here, and Reckless Abandon, 100% here. You guys saw what happens when you use Dragon's Roar, right? Unless you want to make the other team die from laughter, do not use Dragon's Roar. Depending on the comp you're facing, you might need to use Adaption. You might need to use Relentless. Actually, I don't see too many warriors using Adaption, but then again, I'm not a gladiator, so maybe they do use Adaption. I use Reinforced Armor unless you're fighting against a monk, of course. A lot of the rules apply in BGs, kind of like if you're fighting against a lot of melee people, like stuff like monks again and warriors, then Spartan works out. But I mean, just having more health in general as a fear warrior is just better for you. Charge Execute unless you're going against a Turbo Cleave or Ret that pops wings, you know, the Red Bull wings, then you need to disarm him, or the Shaman, Enhanced Shaman's going ham and cherry, you need to disarm him. Disarm the Rogue for the setups, you know what I'm saying? He needs to get those. He's on a Shadow Dance, you could disarm him if he doesn't fucking dodge you passively. Feels bad, man. Alright, same thing with Master Commander. If you have nothing to reflect there, you might want to use the 1 minute run and cry, saving your team's life. Again, if you want the mobility, which a lot of warriors do, then use Barbarian. If you want to live longer, bam, battle chance. If you want to kite, Thirst of Battle. Again, talk to your healer. If he says, go ahead and use Endless Rage, I can heal you. Bam, you go in there and become straight at Mongolite, right? Become Mongol as fuck. Slaughterhouse is what I use here. I would never use Death Wish. Bam, that is the guide. I hope you guys enjoyed it. A couple macros that I do have. The Focus Disarm, Focus Charge, Focus Execute, Focus freaking Stormbolt, Focus... You name it, I have it. Focus Charge, Focus Kick, Focus Execute, Focus Intimidate Shell, Focus Disarm, etc., etc., etc. A couple of macros that I have that will help you. It's like Heroic Leap macro, wherever my mouse cursor is, I press the Heroic Leap button. Bam! He will Heroic Leap over to that direction because I am his master. Alright, the rotation is very simple. I don't need to use the charge. You don't need to charge as much as the Fury does because you need to use that later. So you can just start with the Raging Blow or Bloodthirst. Is really up to you. There's no wrong way of doing this really. But, you know, Raging Blow, Bloodthirst, Whirlwind, Raging Blow, Bloodthirst, Whirlwind. You guys fell asleep yet? That's the rotation. If you're one of those people like, why don't you use Fury Slash? It's not on your bar. There you go. Shut the hell up. There it is. The only reason I would use Fury Slash in threes, is if this guy is CC'd or if this guy is CC'd, and I'm not going to be, I'm a warrior, I'm not going to break the CC. I'm going to use Furious Slash, even though it does less damage than my Whirlwind does. So that's the only time I would use Furious Slash. It is off my bar. You guys happy? There. Alright, so now that's the rotation. The burst is very, very simple. You're going to pop all your Swifty macro, whatever you have, basically your Battle Cry and your Avatar, and if you're an Orc, you use your whatever the racial is, and Blood Fury, whatever the hell it's called, and you get the point, alright? So you pop that, enter Rampage first, then Odin's Fury, Raging Blow, Bloodthirst, Whirlwind here, Rampage, Raging Blow, Bloodthirst, Whirlwind, Raging Blow, Rampage here, Bloodthirst. That is the rotation, okay? Don't be that sucker that freaking pops his CDs and hits Odin's Fury first, and then hits Rampage. You're losing so much damage doing that. I see everyone doing that tries to play Fury. A ton of these guys, not going to name the name, but some of them are huge on Twitch that do that, and it's absolutely embarrassing to see them do that because they can't play it correctly. Again, if you're a big dumb cow like I am, you can actually get a little cheeky burst. Like you can burst, but also do War Stomp because the War Stomp is off global cooldown. And so the animations of the Rampage finishes, already. So check it out. This is what I mean, basically. You pop your CDs and see Rampage is still going. I also got my stomp off. No one's really going to trinket that 2-second stun. They will if they're familiar with Fury. They will trinket that stun when you're bursting because they know what the Fury burst can do. One of the better bursts out there. You can absolutely destroy someone. So if you got any helpful macros, leave them down below in the comments and help other Fury Warriors out. Instead of being an asshole trying to say this guide sucks or something like that, try and be helpful. You know what I mean? Help other people like I'm trying to do. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, thumbs it up. If you hated it, thumbs it up. I'm just kidding. Thumbs it down and all that kind of funky jazz. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Hope you guys have fun out there in the BGs, and good luck in all your guys' pushing. See ya.